We are going to continue creating our game view. Our game view is going to look like this. First, we are going to have an image view, which is an image that is going to be changing with the game. Then we are going to have here the text view, which is going to be the letters that we have failed. Then we are going to have a linear layout, which will contain some text view. Every letter is going to be a text view. And we will show the letter that we introduced correctly, and we will show the letter that we still need to guess. Okay, and finally we are going to have a linear layout with a text view, and edit text. Edit text is used to introduce text on the application, and a button. Okay, so to get this image, you need to download the assets, and you can get the assets from here. I have the assets here already. The asset is a zip document. You can extract it, and as you can see here, we will have all the image of the game. So when you fail the first letter, we will show the head of the Android, and we will go like this until you finish, and this will be game over. Okay, so copy the image. Paste the image on Drawable. Now we have the asset and we can continue creating the view. Open the view in the activity game XML. Let's start creating the image view first. We can come here, add the image view. The image view is going to be at the top. The image view needs to have a source, which is going to be the image. This is going to be the first one, first image. Okay, we are going to set a height for the image view. You can adjust this height to your mobile if you want. I am going to use 400p. I am going to set a margin at the top. Okay, now that on the relative layout I had some padding and margin before, but I have removed all of them. I don't want any padding on the relative layout, just match parent and match parent. Okay, the next thing that I need is a linear layout at the bottom. Check that align parent is at the bottom. The width and the weight is going to be wrap content. If not, it will take all the screen, so it won't be at the bottom. Okay. Content. Add a text view to that linear layout. Set a margin like 10p from the bottom, 20p. Okay. Then add a edit text. To the linear layout. Now that I have a rendering problem here, is because I'm having problem with the Android 4.4. So change this to API 19 and it will be fine. So then we need to add a button, which is going to be the button that we press when we introduce the letter. Okay, we have everything. If I come to the element of the middle, I can set a margin to the left and a margin to the right. Okay, so they are a bit more spaces. Okay. Now, to this layout, I'm going to add a margin at the bottom. So in margin bottom, I'm going to add 20dp. Okay, no, that's too much. 20dp. Okay, and I'm going to add a background to this layout. Because we already have a gradient drawable, I am going to use that one. So I'm going to use the gradient background. Okay, And now this linear layout is going to take all the width, so it can show all the gradient. I'm going to have a margin on the left. Okay. So now, change the text, property text, insert letter. Okay. So the letter will be here. Change the text at the bottom. Check letter. Okay. Now we need to set an ID to this layout, and this is going to be layout add letter. Okay. Now I'm going to add my next layout, which is going to be the one containing the letters, which is, I'm going to drop it here, as you can see, above layout add letter. So it's going to be above. I'm going to start adding text view. The text is going to be an underscore. The layout width and height is going to be grab content. Okay. Now I'm going to copy this element and I'm going to paste it 4 times. So I have space for 4 letters here. I'm going to add a margin at the right for every one of them. And I'm going to add a margin at the bottom on the whole layout. Okay. I'm going to change the size of the text. None of them. Okay. This is an example with 4 letters. But we will see later how to create this for a random number of letters. Okay, this is going to be layout letters. Okay, so the only thing that we need now is the letters that you see when you fail on the screen, which is a text view, which is going to be around here. It's going to have a margin from the top with 120 dp. So I need a text view on the relative layout at the top, which is going to have like 200 dp from the top and 20 dp from the left. Okay, and the text color is going to be red, so I'm going to create a color red. Okay, so now text color red. Okay, and I'm going to remove the text from now because this is not going to show anything until you fail a letter. Okay, so that's all.